Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Right. Snoep said I'll do this, and I mess it up immediately. Look, it's been a while. It's been a few days since the last match. All right, we got another Pokemon Crystal Full Randomizer tournament match today. First of our semi-final matches between Snoep and Oddlay. They're already underway, and yeah, I'm Garfield Lightning, and Snoep is going in commentary today.
Hello there. This is gonna be a good match. This is round 1, so this is pretty exciting. I don't know if many people had this matchup as the semifinal, but both very good runners. Snoep, of course, getting here, having defeated Urgote in a very close match. And, of course, not just Urgote, though. He's also kind of gone quite a far ways, too. I mean, although he went 3-3 in the groups, Snoep has gone through Prior, and Toxic, and Ergo. And oddlay has gone 5-1, and after getting a bye for round 1, has gone through Waka and Cedar Boy. So this is a really good match. And we already have a Mew as a starter.
Yeah, pretty solid mon, pretty consistent in general. Doesn't have as many weaknesses as Celebi. You can definitely make Mew work, it just has that lower experience, but it does come with Headbutt, so we might see an early Headbutt tree main switch.
That sounds like a good idea. Although I wouldn't start thinking about it just quite yet, considering the last few times I've ever even started with Headbutt, Squirt Bottle's right there.
Yeah, and the good early wild setting only works up to level 9, right? For the
correct. So Headbutt Pokemon are not guaranteed to be fully evolved. I mean, it's a good start. But yeah, with Mew being all around hundreds on stats, that's very solid. The only downside is, of course, its legendary experience curve.
Nice Master
Early Master Ball, that makes early patching of Headbutt Pokemon a little bit less scary.
Yep.
Some good money. Alright, so we got Kingler. A solid Pokemon, but I'd be a little nervous to take it. Spoons, or Knives, seems like a pretty good one to take a look at. And we'll just headbutt it and get it over with. I don't know.
No info on what it has, because we just got the flinch, but hopefully it's got some good special moves in its arsenal. Well, Snoop's gonna check the Headbutt tree.
We're gonna check the Headbutt tree anyways. So we got Rat.
Yeah, probably not really something you want to make long term. But
we're gonna just one try. I would have figured try 2, but might do one afterwards.
In the short term, you can make Rat work, but
yeah, you can find something better.
You're pretty likely to want to switch off of that.
So it seems like it's probably the common slot. I think the common slot's like 50% or something like crazy.
I forget what the rates are for Headbutt.
You know, I've done Nidorina before, but
yeah, that can work. Yeah. Plenty of there's a few Moonstones in the item pool as well, so you might even be able to evolve it before getting Golden Rod if we're lucky.
Well, we got Victory Bell there for Snoop, but I don't think he's really gonna run. I think he's just catching it as a second Pokemon. I think we're probably pretty set on this Mew for the most part. Although I'd love to see what that Spoons has, or that Knives has. It doesn't get the name Spoons until it has special moves, which is a lie.
Yeah, Grass Poison types have not done so well in general this tournament, so yeah, don't really expect the Victory Bell to see any screen time.
I mean, Victory Bell's decently okay. It's just a little on the slow side.
Yeah, a little slow, a little frail. We have a special move.
that's a single spoon. But that's what's surrounded by knives there. I don't know. It's bringing a little bit different stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Alakazam doesn't learn any moves until level 16 anyway, so you really want more than one special move early on, unless you just find a really good special TM or Surf or something.
Yeah, so Victory Bell stuff has gone 1-1 in the first stage, but yeah, in general, Grass Poison has not done very well this tournament at all, which is not surprising considering. Although Poison's a decently okay-ish defensive type, Grass mixed with Poison is not good enough to stay alive.
And neither of them are pretty great attacking types this gen either. Grass just because it doesn't have a lot of high power moves, poison because it's only super effective against one type. Also, where the heck are the key items? What's going on here?
Well, you see, we're starting off slow because I stayed up way too late last night, so it's giving me a break.
Okay, sure. I didn't realize you had that much power over these ROMs, but I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised at this point.
I played a monstrosity yesterday. That was only a monstrosity. I still consider myself semi-retired at this point.
You lose in the tournament and suddenly he's like semi-retired, this guy.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta go out with a bang. Or a whimper, in my case.
Maybe. That match is still in, you know? You might be able to say you lost to the tournament winner, who knows?
I mean, I did beat oddlay here. Here's our key
There you
item.
go.
There's the blue card. My favorite key item.
So if oddlay wins, you'll be able to say you beat the champion, so...
I mean, I'm the only one who defeated him, so
yeah,
I mean...
okay, that could be pretty cool.
I mean, I've already played... I specifically have played 3 out of the 4 semi-finalists, so...
Wow.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been okay.
Oddlay's the only one left in the tournament to have participated in one of our tournaments before,
that's really been a big surprise, is just seeing how many people have been around and leave faces, which is really good.
Yeah, it's really cool. I wasn't expecting it, but it's really great to see all these names that I was not
even considering Wigglytuff. I would have thought about that, honestly.
Wigglytuff.
I would have checked a move. It's got its HP. It's got decent-ish enough special attack. It could have been considered, but honestly, the Mew is about what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't learn any moves by level up either. It's just
if you really wanted to check something, you could have checked on the other floor of Sprout Tower for the level 6, because he is exactly level 6. So that would have been a perfect time to check for that. The secret and the puzzles have different ones. That was the escape rope chamber. There's also a room where you have to use flash, another one where you have to have the water stone, and then the last one you have to have Ho in your party. Although we have modified it so that the Ho in your party is just getting to the top of the tower and encountering the Ho. To be mostly consistent, we actually have taken away the fact that the Ho with itself as the just having a Ho in your party as the trigger. Otherwise, that would be rather unfortunate.
You've both taught high jump kick here, which I think makes sense. They're pretty limited on their attacking moves right now. High jump kick helps them out against
it's not
steals.
Especially a precious TM anyways, although it is a nice... I personally am fond of the move.
It's pretty solid, yeah.
It is solid. Also, oddly, please, that's 4 times not effective against Spinnerack.
He's just flexing,
Understandably. Gotta get those boots to the heads. Trying to save the headbutt
Blast
PP. Yeah.
Good thing
Unfortunately,
good thing we've got really good stats, so don't have to worry about that.
I think Oddlay's trying to save his PP as much, but unfortunately it's costing his HP a lot more, and they do have an elixir, I believe.
Yeah, I think I saw that. You get quite a few PP restoring items, especially in Crazy. You get a few.
Yeah.
Few
Ooh,
extra.
no, that's a Shadow Ball Moltres lead. Yikes.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Alright.
We can only really hope for flinches here.
Yeah. See, this is the problem with that. He should have used an elixir, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. They do have a revive. And nope, Oddly just takes the wipe instead. That's okay.
Yeah,
he'll be
just
back
gonna
later.
come back later.
Oh, hello!
Oh, wow,
Psychic.
okay. Yeah, that...
Alright, that kinda helps.
That makes it, a little better. He's a little better now with the strongest stab option it can possibly get, besides Dream Eater, I guess. But, we're not counting that.
I would have even, okay. I've got this, of course, the statue dance.
Wow, Snoep just flexing on Oddlay here. Oddlay, he does love his Bellsprout.
Well, I mean, I
It's
think
just-
it's just a gentleman's agreement. I did that too when I was in his thing, although I improperly did the dance. So,
Oh, I didn't realize the
was it
dance
that
was so
improperly doing the dance
specific.
caused me to win? Huh. All right, folks, you hear it here. You have to disrespect the statue to win.
What's the dance supposed to look like then? It just kind of looked like he was
Yeah.
moving
Yeah,
around
you're
in
supposed to
whatever
pivot
way he
it.
wanted.
Yeah, that's the pivot thing. See, I wasn't even doing it in front of the statue, which was even my mistake. See, I didn't know how to properly do it. I was a fool.
Okay.
Yes, it's supposedly also if you go into that and you kind of get into the crevice, and supposedly if you move beyond that tile, then you have improperly done it. But you see, I wasn't even in front of that tile, and I was trying to do a bizarre one, and yeah. Somehow it worked out for me. I'm claiming that as the reason why I won.
Like, I'm amazed that one Spadaf drop caused the second Psychics do that much damage to Skarmory. We still don't have a key item yet either.
Yeah.
Come on. Give us something.
We have a key item. We have blue card. We also have item finder.
Oh yeah, I completely blanked on those because in this mode they're
not useful, no. But they are key items.
I suppose.
Of some sort. But anyways. Oddlay is through the gym. I think he's gonna be he's gonna be going right back to get his revenge on the Moltres.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
It's too early to skip out.
Psychic.
It's too early to skip out on this item if you can do it.
Yeah, you don't really want this to be the squirt bottle and have to just come back here later.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Alright, so on our way. Route 32. So it always fools me that the tree is part of Violet, but in our tracker we have it as Route 32 because it's kind of more fitting there.
Falk just told us about this TM and it's right here, just right outside.
Yep. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, well, just go fetch it for me and you can have it.
Because one lazy guy.
Yeah. So it just is. Oh, oops. This is the one downside. There we go. We got all they doing the dance, but we got the drowsy head counter, just the flex. And there's our thing. We got soul badge.
It's not even an exciting one. It doesn't give it. Doesn't give
Choose
us
you.
anything.
It boosts the poison type moves.
Yeah, sure. Great. Switch back to the victory bell immediately.
You know, you're asking for a lot here. So one of the things with the tournament is that I didn't realize how long some of these hatching animations could be. Like, oh my gosh. There's Pokemon like Hitmonchan or Charmeleon that just kind of just punch or swipe for like a good solid like 5 to 6 seconds. And it's just like, come on, please let me continue.
But we get it. You can punch already. Goodness me.
I think that's
showing off about
I think it's specifically something added in Crystal. I don't think Gold Silver ever had that.
Yeah, I don't think they had. I don't recall them having animations like that. Certainly.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's something you don't really think about normally during these races because you turn those animations off, but still see them during the egg hatching.
Yeah. So the cave was really nothing, although Snoep just clearly hasn't gone shopping and wasn't able to pick up like any of the items. So yeah, you generally want to at least clear out your inventory at least for that because it could be some. I mean, in this case, there wasn't really good items before that, so still has several vitamins. I'm kind of surprised he's not selling those out yet, but he will. All right, we got a second key item here.
It's not the key item you really want to see. Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to go. At
this point, at this point, if you're really not happy, you could have sort of thought about skipping, but what the problem is we've got neither part. We've got neither part to help to kind of tell us to go by, and we don't even have an obedience badge to even switch off of to the Kenya or off to the Kenya. So we're just gonna be sticking with Mew versus Mew for a little bit. I don't foresee them running this the entire time though. As much as it's Psychic Mew is nice, the level gap is going to be kind of problematic. Normally, you're around level 13, as we are right now, heading off of Faulkner, and then you get to about 16 and 17 by the time you fight Bugsy. But right now, it's just I think we're going to be like level 15.
I don't know. Then again, there are. We do have 5 more rare candies in the pool with crazy settings, so like we're not as worried about the slow experience curve costing us in the late game.
Well, it's not necessarily the late game costing. I think it's the mid game where you first getting into Kanto.
Yeah, I mean a lot of it will depend on whether our progression
if you get early access,
possible pass.
I've been finding it being a really generally more open paths, especially because there's lots of free items in Kanto. Although, funny thing, I don't know if you saw, is that the AI is because oddlay is paralyzed. The AI is more likely to use the move Nightmare.
Oh, really?
Because
okay.
it's programmed to use it, trying to use it when you're statist, when you're trying to sleep, but it doesn't check specifically for sleep. But hello, teleport TM.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you love to see this in a.
That's really good.
This is always great to see in a matchup with experienced players because then you can see some then that really just pushes their routing a bit.
Yeah, the teleport really the creative teleport use is something that's made huge differences, especially with my matches. I think a couple of my matches were just decided just because I was able to squeeze out some very good teleport points.
So that Mewtwo exhausted all of our headbutt PP. That's crazy.
Yeah, actually when it sees that you're gonna use a low PP move, it actually reads what you're gonna do and does spite specifically to reduce your PP to 0.
Yeah, I mean it went for those ancient powers and boosted its stats a bit, and then it was just it's just
something really bizarre, but it's something about that. So now we have to start the difference between, both routings. I personally prefer to fight the rival first, but it's somewhat easier, obviously, to go through to the gym first, because you have some experience coming into it. Yeah. So definitely, I'm looking forward to Snoep to Snoep using that teleport TM wisely soon, hopefully.
Yeah, a little bit. Probably not too tempting to do any Azalea skipping. Maybe if one of those was the pass.
No, there's no reason to do that right now.
But Mew's good enough to go through Bugsy at this point anyway.
Oh, absolutely. You're fine. And it's absolutely rewarded with the Zephyr badge, which also is going to be really good because their teleport point should still be Route 32. So look for them to clear out probably all of Goldenrod, probably including Whitney, since this Mew can handle the level 20. And then teleport back to Route 32 to do the Zephyr badge check. And then on your way back, turn in the red scale and also do the check on Route 29 as well.
Yeah,
and it's really nice that we have that teleport. Alright, well, I mean, you have that teleport back, so you'll be teleporting right back halfway through it. Although you might see them.
You do have to fight Rival 1, but that's fine, really, I suppose.
I mean, that's fine. The only difference is you might see them, depending on how they want to do it. Either they may want to set their teleport point in Goldenrod, in which case you're you're gonna be biking all the way through the forest versus oh my gosh, no, Snoop. Oh.
Well, we'll see. With it,
Well, I can't. Nope. We're gonna see an early teleport back because this is the very unfortunate part is that he lost to bugs. Oh no, he's going back. Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say is that
he
you don't want to
maybe
generally do
checked
this
a few
until you
things.
pick up Kenya. So that's the thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Oddlay's poisoned. Again. I feel like every time I look over at Oddlay's screen, he's either poisoned or paralyzed.
I like how the thing that got Snoop was Wigglytuff as well, as if it was like getting revenge from not giving it a chance when he encountered
I didn't even
it
see
earlier.
what it did. I just saw it had
used
Blizzard.
yeah, it was a Mega Horn Wigglytuff. It was, and he missed high jump kick against it.
Yeah, that would do it. That would
hey,
indeed do it.
Yeah.
Earthquake, Aerodactyl, oh my gosh.
I think we actually taught Teleport to Zam, actually kind of vanilla.
Now, where's the Kinesis TM? The funny thing is about the Kinesis TM with this game is that you can only get it by trading over an Abra from Gen 1.
What even learns Kinesis if you in vanilla that you can teach?
The Abra line.
Is that just it? Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's maybe other ones, but I think that was their signature move. And we have Fly.
Boo. Don't give us a Storm Match. We have Teleport already. Don't... Well, I want to see a little more use out of Teleport before we get the extra convenience of Fly. But yeah, they've each taken a death in different places, and now they're pretty well synced up at this point.
Yep, good. Yeah, if anything, Ollie has a slight advantage because of this light. And there's the Rainbow Wing. Good to see for both of them.
Okay, so here's this is where all the key items were.
I saw the Rainbow Wing. What did I just miss out on?
That's the pass as well.
Ah. Yeah, so we can see the different spreads. So oddly sets himself to nighttime. I think he sets himself to specifically 3 AM. So watch for his pellet change in about a half hour. Much to my chagrin. All right, so this is really calling out to me to use that teleport TM to gosh dang it! I always mark one, and then by the time I go to mark the other one, you've already marked the other one.
That's alright.
We're just in sync. Oh, Abra Fertilia! I like
are they
that
gonna are they gonna do that for you? I mean, they have the Rising Badge. It's possible.
Not. Most definitely not. I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
But sell the Mystic Water! Sell the Mystic Water, please! We got Nightmare. I didn't see.
Sand Attack. I didn't see the first one.
Oh, that's Mirror Coat.
Okay. Yeah.
Oddly bought Mirror Coat.
He did buy Mirror Coat.
I mean, that's Red Tech.
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you never know. I mean, it's cheaper. I guess if you can afford it, and you might as well buy it in case on the white.
I don't know if I would have
very
bought
slim
it,
chance
but
it's gonna help you.
But I thought about it. All right, we got Sleep Powder.
That's not bad. Sleep Powder. It's
that's the second most. Third most accurate sleep move, because Lovely Kiss is, I believe, 75%. Sleep Powder
75 as well.
Oh, okay, so it's tied for second.
I think. I forget exactly. Yeah.
I think you're probably right that they're both 70. I think they're both 70. I think I was just thinking about Lovely Kiss.
I know Sleep Powder is 75, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if Lovely Kiss is 75 or 70.
I always thought Sleep Powder was 70, so. No, I think they're both tied.
But yeah, it's a little annoying that it's not on a TM because you have to come back here and teach it if for red.
Actually, if
rather than
anything,
just
that's
go into your
probably the
bag.
better. I mean, as long as you can get it later.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to just have it in your bag so you can just don't have to make an extra trip back.
But at the same time, this is still extra money. Like it's useful for whenever you switch, in case you need main switch more than once.
Yeah,
but then again, you don't generally teach sleep moves until the very end, though, anyways. So because that extra move slot is very costly.
Unless you just really need to get past a tricky trainer. But I think I've really only ever seen it taught specifically for red, unless you just happen to have learned it by level up or something.
I mean, I think generally the sleep move costing a move slot and not doing damage is a big issue.
Yeah.
Although this sleep would have been really nice here against this Lugia. Not gonna lie. You seem to be totally walled on it.
Soft-boiled, of course, yeah, when you can't do damage to something,
and
of course
dynamic
it has a heal
punch, just
move.
to make sure you get confused. There you go. I think that's 3 specials. And it still does nothing? Oh my goodness.
No, Lugia is just...
Is this really setting up to +5 against Whitney? Oh my gosh. I didn't think I'd ever see...
Something. Okay, we got a crit, that's fine. There you go.
I didn't... Oh, that's not even Whitney, that's the first trainer!
Not even Whitney.
I've never seen someone set up to +5 there.
I mean,
+5!
I mean, needs must. What can you say?
I think that's maybe been a little bit... I mean, soft mode has what, 10 PP? Oh my gosh.
I'm forgetting this gen.
It's definitely not 5. I think that's later on, or all the healing moves get reduced. But yeah, this is definitely
was like 20.
Something.
I think softball might have been a bit less.
Oh my god, it's so bad. Alright, so let's get some oddlay love, and since he's slightly ahead in terms of the key items right now, having picked up the mineral badge in the underground. Also, Snoep with the flashing screen. Careful, folks who may be sensitive. Yeah, hypnosis is not very accurate. It's a little bit better than seeing, which is a 55. And oddly specifically talks to the person because of the one time I did that while he was commentating. Or, not commentating, it was just one time I did that. So now he does that every time I commentate.
I'm just glad nobody does Garth strats in Full Light and Rando, so I don't have to...
Oh shoot, I should have been doing that. Then again, you haven't even commentated my matches, goodness gracious.
Well, I mean, usually it's like 3 in the morning for me or something, you know?
You mean you don't want to stay up for me? I'm hurt.
Not when I have work the next day.
Work?
Also not in general.
Pish. There we go. There's the mineral badge. I do love the contest music. It's so rare. Especially when you have the bike, because the bike overrides that music. So it's like you never hear it until we turned off bike music.
I'm always happy to hear the national park music though. I mean, it's kind of, you know, I guess it doesn't work as a bug catching contest because it's not as intense, but
well, I mean, I like it too. Although, I really wanted one of the items here. Ah, a max revive, right? His bag was full. Yeah, fun fact about those, the reason why we see both our runners equip the water stone is that you don't actually need to have it in your bag to trigger the chamber. You just have to have it on a Pokemon or in your bag. So it's an extra item slot.
Yeah, it just means you're not going to sell it by mistake and then have to buy another one.
It's also generally convenient. Just be careful not to use it.
Yeah, well, I think you'd probably stop yourself in time if you accidentally used it.
Well, if you actually...
That would be quite a mistake to make, I think.
Well, if you actually manage to get to the screen, I don't think you can stop stone evolutions.
I mean, you'd have to press use. You'd have to see it say able. You have to equip it. You'd have to use it on like a polywhirl. You know, it was. I think it would be pretty tricky.
You know, user error hasn't stopped lots of people.
Anyway, Oddlay's doing a few of the Kanto checks now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just the hidden item up top here. That is definitely one of the better soft reset points.
See,
and then going up the right-hand side.
Yeah, but he went around the left, so he kind of to get there. So I think he kind of like just negated the time save that you'd get by going on the right-hand side.
Does it? I thought the left-hand side is the quicker way to get to that save point.
Well, if you go from Saffron, you can like go to the right instead of the left, like immediately, and then go up, and then you'd like save there, and then you'd go, and then you'd go to the route. But he went left first, so it kind of lost that time save.
I see. I didn't think that was a big critical difference.
It's not huge. You know,
I always thought left was the fastest way, anyways, to get the Round 5 item.
You go a long way to the left, so it's pretty similar in the end.
Oh, sorry, in Cerulean and going to the left is slower. I understand that, but yeah. So we got. Oh no, he saved. That's right, he saved right before the phone call, the bike shop. There we go.
He'll save again, so he doesn't get that. Unlucky.
This is why I just don't do the save reset strats for this one. I know it can be faster, but honestly, I'd rather just keep the item, honestly. And just even keeping the item, so it's not even faster to save if you keep the item. I see what you're talking about. So Snoop's
Snoop's going up the right first, and yeah, this will.
Right. Okay. So that's why it was slower for him, because he went all the way from the left side.
Yeah,
so at that point, you think it would have been faster to go up really on the left side. I see. Okay. I didn't think about that way. All right. Although he's not going to the store, he's not going to sell off his things. He's just going to quickly get these items. He is sweet scenting though.
Yeah, Mew is level 20, so you can get something that's like 10 levels higher.
I don't sweet scent here in the cycling road, only because you're going into the menu anyways. It's a very high encounter rate, and you're always getting dragged down anyways. Squirtle is good enough. We don't have necessarily the candies yet to make it super workable. We have at least one candy, so you can get to War Turtle, and it's only 2 levels away from being a Blastoise.
Yeah, definitely a solid mon, especially.
Oh yes, very good. Thank you. That is a good, very solid moveset. I like that. I would prefer to save and check. Or this is why I like to check the TMs first. The Bart, if you're gonna go for a cycling road main. But a little small tidbit. I mean, he's still gonna save here.
There's not too many moves outside of Surf that you. Well, I guess there's a few. Like, I guess you're kind of walled on grass if you got Surf.
Well, it was just more. I mean, you're going to main switch just to keep an idea of like what extra things you could have. But
yeah.
Oh, there's the Marsh badge. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. It's gonna. And there's Cut. All right. Oh, it's at the bottom, which is a very unfortunate one. But I would have saved and at least try your hand on getting maybe a fly point, but nope. Just gonna take the bike of shame. The long bike up.
Yeah, Snoop did Vermilion first, so he might just teleport from Cycling Road once he's done with all of that, and then do the remaining Johto checks.
I mean, I think at least you tempt Janine. You're gonna go down.
I mean, it'll depend on whether he finds anything in Cycling Road.
But Oddlay's not even checking the Celadon Mark TMs. This would have been a perfect time to have checked it, but I don't generally check the Celadon Mark TMs. But when I do Cycling Road switch, you're right there. You might as well see what the TMs are, although they are in the pool. So it's not like you're never gonna see what those TMs are.
Yeah, with this Squirtle, we do really want a move that can hit grass types because we don't really have that right now with Spark, Earthquake, and
With
if
Icy
we get
Wind.
Surf, okay.
He-
Do we have
he has
Icy Wind?
Icy- Yes, it was in one of the checks in Celadon.
That's not so bad then, actually.
It's an move, but yeah, it's fine. I mean,
well,
I like Spark. It is
helps
low
us.
Spark, and Icy Wind are both lowish power, but they're very solid. Okay, an attack that Zap Cannon. That's right, we have Zap Cannon, and then I didn't.
And
Thunderbolt.
Okay,
Hello.
then. That's pretty good.
I mean, there's gonna be one in the pool for oddlay, so he's not. Hopefully, he'll see it.
I think Snoep bought a second one as well there. Just
that's a generally good idea because you may switch again. But yeah, unfortunate for oddlay not checking that, missing out on Thunderbolt. Although it is TM18 is in the item pool, so he's gonna have at least one copy. Oh yes, cut is side of the road. Yes, it was very quick. It was the bottom hit. Snoep already teaching Thunderbolt. That seems a little premature to me because you're level 20 and you're gonna be going. I don't think
he's not even checking. Yeah, I thought he might be skipping this after he taught Thunderbolt to Mew.
Well, I mean that makes sense once he taught Thunderbolt. I think that's a little bit dangerous because I've done this a couple times with regular key item randos. Going back when there was a previous tournament with the Spanish community, and trying to go through this trainer with a level 20 is very rough, even with X items and stuff. That's why switching to Cycling Road mains and key item randos is a lot more common because that's pretty much the only one you'll have access to.
It's a little bit of a risk. Like we don't
resetting. Oh, he's gonna buy some. Oh, he's gonna do the rock tunnel before the teleport. I'd like that.
Yeah, we flash. Rock tunnel is in logic. We are able to use flash.
Snoep does get through the trainer and promptly teleports back. So we'll get to see some new checks. But yeah, this Wartortle could definitely use the Thunderbolt because it's not much of an attacker. In fact, none of the Blastoise line is an attacker really. That's right. This isn't logic.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, we have. So
that's
these
why.
are in logic checks for rock tunnel here.
Ooh, and there's the Hive badge, so you can just turn around, and get that cut check.
Wow. Yeah, we have a fair few things open to us, huh? Yeah, that's cool. Our progression could be here. Could be in rock tunnel. Who knows?
Well, we only know is that Fly is not in the hidden item outside rock tunnel. But Fly could be in the tunnel. You never know. We do have that teleport though. Although it is very... Ooh, there's our Earth badge, so that's badge number 7. Or no, 6. And 6 for oddlay, 7 total. There's the radio card. Ah, interesting.
No, we have 8 total badges in fact now.
Oh, we do.
They both have 7 at the moment.
Oh, whoops! I did count properly. I just say it's too early. Yeah, the rising badge being marked is very difficult to see. I was just trying to do a rough count. Oddlay, why? I don't think there's a reason to save here. You have teleport. Did Oddlay forget he has
Yeah, probably just used to doing that to save the loop around, but he just teleport back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have this check here as well. In terms of the movement through Union Cave all the way back, that's unfortunate. Oddly, support is centered in Azalea. Is that you can, to dodge that spinner on the way back, if you just hang one tile to the right, basically to offload it. Sort of like Cycling Road is where you go one tile to the right more than you think you need to do to get him to load sooner than when you would go by, so you're just able to swing right by him. Although it's very dangerous that Oddlay is teleport with the flash location. in my opinion,
Yeah,
because it's
that could be.
dangerously close. Although technically, if you're using flash, you're indoors, so you
Yeah,
can't.
you'll be fine. Yeah, you're not gonna accidentally teleport away if you're trying to use flash.
Yes. And then getting good use out of that teleport. So now so cut opens up a bunch of Kanto checks actually. So there's all the route. There's a few more checks down in Route 12 that oddlay was not able to get access to before that Snoep will be able to get access to, as well as being able to do the rock tunnel checks if he chooses to do so. It also opens up several of the fuchsia checks. There's the berry tree and Route 15. That berry tree in fuchsia is so strange. Like, I did not know it was there prior to doing these.
Yeah.
I also didn't realize how good of a shop that fuchsia was until I started doing Warp Rando. And oh my god, it's a good shop. It's got max repels, it's got full heals, I think it's got revives as well. And hypers. Like, it's like the best Kanto shop you could have. So, pretty solid.
Increasingly likely we might have to do some tough Kanto fights because
yeah.
we are running a little low on checks now. But yeah, like you say, we have the items in future. We have the item on Route 12.
There's also Erica, Surge, and Route 25.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like one of those.
Come on, Garth.
Coming up. Sneop, oddlay, you
Sneop.
can't do that. You can't disrespect your opponent like that.
Oof. That's another gentleman's agreement. Oddlay likes to do that, although also likes to check his reflection. Although, you know, it was only a brief glance there. I'm a little disappointed. Usually it takes a little bit longer to
well, that's how
check
you know
out
it's
how
serious,
good
you know? We're into the
is.
semi-finals now.
Look, man. Swag is time neutral, I think is what people say.
It's just reminded of when Cedar Boy just like he in an earlier round. I think he like set up 2+ something on a Cleffer, and like he still won that race, but it was like by about 4 seconds, and it was like it was like that could have cost him, but I guess it didn't. So I guess I can't really say.
Yeah.
Anything.
So also this Xatu is being real mean. This is the big problem when you, for example, commit to a very low level Pokemon, is that you kind of have to. Oh, it was Bubble Beam and the speed drop. That's rare. See the speed drop. Wait, that's right. Oddlay never did. Whitney.
As long as we don't get crit to Oblivion, we'll be okay here.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. So this is why I seriously advocate for, if you get to Cycling Road and you're on level 20, just bait and switch. The 10 level difference makes a huge difference in terms of fights, because that fight went very much more sour compared to Oddlay's fight. Well,
I mean, he got unlucky, to be fair. Like, if he hadn't just gotten crit like that, he would have been all right. But
I mean, but the thing was doing him solid. Like, it was 2 or 3 shotting him with the proper.
You are always taking more risks though, doing that. But you know, one of the items we could hit, but sometimes we've seen people try and main switch things Cycling Road and it being just a waste of time. And
of course.
But it's definitely a risk when we don't have the squirt bottle or any way into North Johto yet, because it does seem likely now that we are going to have to do those harder fights, and Mew's not going to be well equipped for that.
So Snoep is saving in the cave to be able to get back out quickly, which I like. I mean, having cut access means that you don't have to do an extra fight anyways, but it is quicker just to go back to Lavender, since he hasn't gone to those southern checks yet. So it's interesting to see where they would have set their teleport point to now, because I don't think they've centered since. So there's the fuchsia, the items around fuchsia that are definitely calling out to me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, one candy is really, you don't really need, you're only 2 levels away, so even a second candy wouldn't have helped evolve the War Turtle. And also War Turtle's okay enough defensively to be fine. There's the expansion card. Okay, so I think what's gonna happen right now, is that we're gonna see that our progression is actually gonna be West Kanto. Because we have no parts of Surf. Which means that we're definitely going to that we're definitely gonna need to get to one place, and so now we see, oops, oddly taking a little bit of a detour, but now they're both heading back to fight Janine. They did think about at least doing Erica.
Yeah, that's
so here's also the thing is that oddly. See, because Oddlay has that War Turtle, he doesn't have to worry about main switching like Snoep does, because Snoep has now realized, oops, I've run out of easy checks now. Of course,
there's still the small hope that you won't have to do it. They won't have to fight Janine yet, but it's looking.
I mean, there's
unlikely.
2 other items. It's 2 out of the 4 items in this area don't require a fight. So, I mean, now that he's done that, sorry, 2 out of 4 don't require additional fights. He already did the 1 fight.
Yeah, but these checks will be big for Snoep. Well, let's see if they give us anything. Well, I mean that's
okay.
That's
you
something.
know what?
It doesn't open anything up, but it's nice.
Well, I mean, it sure as heck feels good because now you can come back later. That feels definitely good for the runners to see. We do get encounters here. That's right. You're not even leveled enough to repel this stuff out. Unfortunately, these encounters are lower than Cycling Road and the one to the west.
Yeah, you don't want to see this come up where you don't repel the things here, but yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting, Snoep.
I've had the main switch here once actually. It's very rare to main switch in this location, but when sometimes desperate times are called for desperate measures.
Snoep is not going to attempt to main switch. Instead, he is going to do false director and get some levels that way. I don't think this is going to be enough levels to really get him into position for the tougher Kanto checks, but they'll help a little bit.
That feels awful. Oh, that feels horrible.
I don't expect oddlay to do this
with
anyway.
With Kanto things open, this is like the least thing I would want to do. I mean, this is your backup, but if you're set on the Mew, this is what you got to do because you're not in a position to take care of things. And because they have more than 7 or more badges, it also means is that they don't have access to that sleep move that would make very critical.
Yeah,
Oddlay's playing a dangerous game, setting up on something using Zap Cannon.
Just don't get hit. It's that easy.
I mean, clearly. I do hope Oddlay finds the Thunderbolt here though rather shortly. Because it's one out there. No, why? Please don't.
Yeah, we got the speed drop. We're all right. I think we probably would have lived the solar beam as well. Like Dugtree is not very strong, especially.
No. Early game, it would have been a concern because of how early game power is more important than stats, but late game it's stats over power.
Speaking of stats, we're going to get a nice boost here. We're going to get our Blastoise now for Oddlay, so he'll feel much more confident about doing the Route 25 play after this, assuming we don't get anything from Janine, which we don't.
Well, Janine was so it was brought up, what about doing Route 25? Route 25 is approximately same-ish levels as Janine. Janine, with the first one actually in Route 25 is the scariest. I believe it's a level 36 Pokemon. So it's approximately the same as Janine's start, plus the fact that you can set up in one fight where you get 2 checks, rather than you have to do a bajillion fights here for 2 checks. Oh, 35, excuse me. So I think it's even stronger than Janine's. Well, Janine's lead is it 36 or is it like 30 something? I know we just saw it, but
I don't know. It's 30
but
something.
it's a lot. It feels a lot better to set up on a single Pokemon rather, or like on a single trainer than to set up on a single poke trainer. But yeah, this Blastoise, it doesn't have all the great special attack, but honestly, it doesn't need it.
I mean,
It
we're
is
just
tanky.
getting we're just getting thrown things that are weak to our attacks, and we're getting a decent amount of
Well, I
experience. off
mean,
of it.
when you have
Not worth-
electric and ice types, and with an earthquake for your coverage move, generally
Yeah.
pretty set. Honestly. I think what's going to happen here is that I am predicting that Erica is going to have our Pokegear.
Imagine though if False Director gave us Pokegear, that would be quite
That'd
a
be
turn up.
something. Snoop is already almost there. You know, I was a lot more skeptical, but I clearly I have been chastened because he's gone through these fights a lot quicker than I thought he would have. I guess this left side's not as scary. I'm more scarred by the right side where there's the level 36 Pokemon. So, you know what? Kudos to Snoop for committing to this then.
Yeah,
You know, I've been a hater the entire time, but I have to admit, he's making it work.
Yeah, I mean, from what we saw from Janine's lead, he's probably going to be okay on that as well. So even with the level disadvantage, so this might end up being okay for him in the end.
Yeah. Oh, we got charmed. Oh no, what are we ever gonna do? Oh, actually, that's... You know, the charm made the Blissey a 2-shot versus a 1-shot. That actually made a difference.
You'll love to see that though for the Snoop. Just
Aurora Beam.
2 levels, Aurora Beam to complement our Thunderbolt. Very nice.
I mean, it's Aurora Beam I like a lot better than Icy Wind. And not having that Thunderbolt has hurt oddly a little bit because that's
ran out of
definitely
Spark
winning.
PP there, so we just had to...
Oh, you ran out of Spark PP. Oh,
yeah, it's been Nightshading. Yeah, that's or
yeah. No, I think he. You can't. Yeah, Oddlay's been not very much picking up elixirs, or if his bag has been full. He's been running it real low. I think it's part of this is with the runners is knowing when to elixir and not. So definitely it's okay though. Doing it after the fight though, a little more of a struggle, but I think that's one of my flaws is that I tend to elixir when I know I'm low PP, even when I probably don't need to quite yet.
so you've got more levels than I was expecting there. He's at 31, which is... And,
yeah, well, I mean, the Blissey helps.
That definitely does, yeah, for sure.
And there's the
the
Pokegear.
Pokegear. Wow, alright then.
Alright.
So yeah, level 50 now open to us.
But yeah, so that's definitely our new main switch if we need to.
Well,
So,
our Blastoise
good
is
thing
39.
Snoop,
It could
good
end
thing
up being
Snoop
something
has
garbage.
another. I mean, could be. Either way, the Blastoise is solid enough to go to the end game.
Oh yeah.
This Mew is too, but I'd be a little bit nervous. I don't know what level you'd actually be at. You'd hope to find more candies though first. Digging Ho-Oh? No, that's just rude. Sabrina is in logic, you're right. Oh gosh, I should have recognized it. Crobat, of course. Once I see it.
Crobat's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had not so great experiences with Crobat. I think I'm with Storms in the I run Crobat because it's there rather than I like it.
That's
Although
fair.
for
It's just I like
Storms,
how it
it's
has
hard.
extreme speed. Like
Every time I watch Storms, he ends up running a Crobat just because it's just the only thing he finds. At this point, it's such a meme that it's his favorite Pokemon. It's very much not his favorite Pokemon, but it is now. I mean, Crobat's got solid attack. It's mostly the speed. It's got solid enough attack, so you can make it work. at least you can use it as a repel buddy. That's the
Yeah, I
big
mean,
difference.
unlike something like Electrode, it's got like it's got high speed, but its other stats are also actually pretty decent. But
I mean,
I
Electrode
mean,
has what,
I guess
70 special attack?
I guess its typing isn't like the greatest in the world. So I mean,
No.
we just have to hope for Drill Peck or something to give it that power.
I mean,
a bit more.
okay, I'd run level 50 Electrode. I'd run a level 50 Crobat if needed to. So. I mean, they're not your. It's not things when I see I'm super excited about. I'm like, oh, I'm not super excited to say, yay, look at that! It's an Electrode or yay, it's a Crobat. It's kind of like okay, I guess. Because this is the really hard part. Is I don't know if I would actually switch to them. Like, yeah, they're higher level, but they're not significantly better stat-wise.
Yeah, I don't know. The Blastoise has been doing really well for Oddlay, actually. I mean, I'm just comparing it
it's
to how
it's
Snoop's
bulky.
been. I mean, compare it to how Snoop's been going through these fights. Like Oddlay was able to he had the levels and he had the coverage to make short work of these early fights. And Snoop, he's got Thunderbolt, but he doesn't quite have the power to one shot this things like this Starmie.
Yep. But in the meantime, we have picked up both Plane and Oddlay has picked up both Plane and Fog Badge here, so that's very good for him.
Yeah, both before the respective HMs, but hopefully Surf is coming up soon.
Well, Surf is just gonna be in Victory Road. Let's be honest.
It's
generally when you get the early Pokegear parts and you have to go here. I find that usually Surf is Victory Road. It's just more likely. It's just the most dense place besides Route 2. Although our Route 2 was pretty lucrative. We had the Plane and Fog Badge kind of back to back there. You know, the fun part is that if they were to go into Victory Road, that would throw off their teleport spot. Or not Victory Road, past the rival, that would throw off their teleport spot. Not that it makes a big difference here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have Fly now, so boring. But
hey, teleport is still useful for if they kept that center. Although they can't get to the center though because they have Surf. They don't have Surf. That was the one problem.
Yeah, I mean they won't get a center now because they got there before Fly anyway. I think so. But we're only 5 badges away from actually being able to beat the game at this point. We've gotten.
No, this is still very solid progress. Although that's why it's also very scary to me that there's this level 35 Mew. That's. We might have to commit to either the 50 or Mount Silver main switch. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a Mount Silver main switch at all in the tournament. I didn't think it would be all that rare, but it's happened at least a couple times to me before.
I feel like in this tournament, what's quite often happens is that it's looked like, this ROM could wrap up any minute, and then it's just ended up dragging out, and they've got loads of levels anyway, and it's been like, well, I guess
that's bound to happen. That's Brando in a nutshell. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it's a blitz seed, it's blitz seed." I go, "Look, it's not a blitz seed.
Bait. It's all bait.
It's not a blitz seed until you actually defeat Red, or as they say in the other communities, it's not a jet seed until the big pig goes down." In this case, I actually unironically think Nightshade is doing the best work for all of them because Cloudwine is actually bulky.
Oh man.
Alright. Oh, there's our clear bell. Okay, so we don't have access to it quite yet. But yeah.
Yeah, still no way into North Johto, but once we get in there, we will be able to go into Tin Tower, assuming we do get North Johto access. I guess you never know.
Yeah, well, okay, so Oddlay's gonna go check at least the Plane Badge check here first. I hope our runners do remember. So, like, Sabrina's in Logic, which is definitely a lot easier. We still haven't done Erica. There's still Erica and Surge. There we go.
He's going to Celadon. We'll see if he goes into the map before going to take on Erica.
Oh yeah, he did do the Victory Road checks. I was like, what? Did he forget? No, he got those.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Erica is definitely a good choice here. in terms of what her checks are left. Although, you know, honestly, doing Brock here wouldn't even be the worst idea. Because Brock
That'd
is
be fine too.
easier than Erica. Brock is the second lowest in terms of Kanto Gym Leader levels. Only lower than only for Gym Leader lower than him is Janine.
At least going through Celadon Gym, we'll get a few more levels, so hopefully that will help us out a bit more long term. If
there is, of course, Route 4, which theoretically they could have gone the item in the Clefairy thing, but we have already made a ruling that unintentional thing is not allowed for this tournament because it was discovered midway through.
yeah,
But it is unintentional.
Yeah, the item there is supposed to require Rock Smash, but yeah, you can also get it by doing the Clefairy cutscene, leaving and coming back. But
that's only because it was a fix.
But
that
yeah,
was supposed to be a fix, but accidentally locking yourself out of that and having to day reset. So
yeah, but the logic that the thing goes by dictates that you do need Rock Smash for that. So we've made it so we've you know, the racers are aware that you're not allowed to pick up that item without vanilla without Rock Smash access.
Correct. I think for future things we can probably. It sounds like we're gonna probably. I think he wanted to keep it that way. I mean, which would be an interesting out of logic thing to do in the future, but that's not to be for this tournament. I think understandably, but that could be some interesting propositions for, you know, whatever later on. Yeah, so right now, oddlay is being mostly hurt by the fact that he's still relying on Spark as his most damaging move rather than the Thunderbolt. And I don't know when if ever, he'll pick that up. We got that morning pallet though. Ugh, happy 1 hour! Speaking of which, now is a good time to shout out the runners, our lovely runners, and if the bot works. And my fellow co-commentator. Oh.
Just imagine our links are there.
Yes.
Anyway, oddlay is going to fight Sabrina now. Nice quick check, assuming that we don't have trouble with her. And I mean, she leads with a Pichu, so that's
very
already
terrifying. Equally terrifying. Were you one of the people who used to do the Smeargle run, the Smeargle percent runs, or like Smeargle alt main?
No, that wasn't me.
But that's such an interesting route because you custom starter to do with Smeargle, and then you have to sketch Bite off of Growlithe, and then there's a couple of other fights you have to use Sketch on to get moves. One of them is on Route 42, but it just reminded me. It's just one of those interesting things.
I did think about doing something like that for Pokemon Moon, and then I was like, wait, that'll actually take like 8 hours of my life, so I'm not going to do that.
But then you get to fight Olivia, and that's your favorite person.
Sure, yeah. Absolutely.
I still never know what the
you know me so well, Snowbear.
I still don't even know what the backstory is. I just know
there's no backstory. I'm just not a fan of Olivia, and yeah, that's it. There's nothing more deep than that, really.
Denial. It sounds like you're in denial.
Yeah. I'm allowed to not
everyone's allowed to have one person they despise. For me,
I don't despise her, I just don't like her very much. Anyway, Olivia's not in this game. And she's not even a possible mate.
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe next tournament you'll make her a possible name for these trainers. I don't know. But, for this tournament, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yes, SG Live is going on right now. We have a couple of the community members are actually there right now. I believe Jax is right there. They have quite a
Drill Peck Zapdos. That would have been nice to come across earlier.
That would have indeed been nice to come across. All right.
Still nothing.
Well, we got Route 4. That's 2 items in Route 4. And oddly, please use an elixir. You're gonna go against a really tough fight. Please use an elixir. You've run out of PP. Thank you so much for getting our bot back up there, Spellfires.
He did use an elixir, so you know, your message got through to him.
Shortly, eventually. I mean, he's only done, you know, several of these fights. Fun fact about this rival fight: when you're doing Warp Rando, we got rid of this fight for Warp Randos. And the reason why we got rid of it is because if you entered any Mount Moon entrance, you instantly had the fight hit the rival.
That's pretty funny.
And it's very rude when you have no way to. Oh my gosh, you got frozen, please. But anyways, there was no way to deal with that, so you would have to get lucky or just instantly kind of wipe. And before we finally got rid of it, I did do one run where I caught the level 60 Cleffa, and Cleffa got me through the rival. Arkham saw that I was in this, and he absolutely went into the voice call and expressed his very much disapproval of everything that I was doing.
Okay, so that's why I got taken out, because Trickham's got mad. Gotcha. That's the lesson I'm taking from this.
That's exactly what it is. No, that rival fight got taken out completely for Warp Rando because because it was just very inconvenient because there was 8 different ways to trigger it.
Because everyone in the Warp Rando community is a bunch of babies and they don't want to fight the rival in Mount Moon. Because they're too scared or something, I don't know.
When you're like a level 20 and you have to go through...
Oddlay gets rewarded with the Pokedex. Exactly what he wanted to see, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anyways, it wasn't removed because of the club. It was removed because it was when we were doing Warp Randos. This was still, you know, nobody likes the instant trigger fights. They actually also with Warp Rando lowered the vision of the guy in Dragon's Den.
I was just thinking about that guy.
Yes, we lowered the vision by 1 tile, so you didn't have to immediately fight him. Because that was also we would always joke around about the rude gentleman, although he's much easier to deal with than the rival 6 was. Well,
we just got the SS ticket from Route 4, so that is our North Johto access, so we'll have a much easier time from now on for Oddlay. Yeah,
I think Snoep is also going to appreciate that too, because now he doesn't have to worry about... I mean, I guess they've already done most of the Kanto fights anyways.
Yeah, I mean he's doing Surge, the Surge fight, so we haven't seen this one yet for.
Yeah,
Snoep,
so I think Oddlay's gonna be bleeding time overall though because he's still rolling on Spark, and now that Snoep is sort of catching up on levels, Oddlay's gonna be losing time and time and time to not having that stronger base power attack.
Well, I suppose, but then again, now that we're going into North Johto, we will have a lot more easier fights that we can do. So hopefully we can just we'll just be okay with what we've got and it'll just tide us over until we get Surf eventually.
Right. Yes, we did do 50% increase in the trainers because otherwise you just get a level 50 and you breeze through the entire game. And there's Boulder Badge! Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting, because that's something that Oddlay might not check for some time.
Yeah, Surge likes to pay off in the most inconvenient times, so... I would argue this is an inconvenient time. Because it's not your progression, but Snoop will take it.
Yep, he absolutely will. Oddlay will have to do this at some point, and with more locations opened up to him now, he's not going to want to do Surge
I'm
for a
curious
while.
though if Oddlay's going to skip the lighthouse right now, because you have you have Tin Tower that's available to you in a way that I don't like.
Pretty high value, yeah.
But yeah, the lighthouse you can probably put off until you get hello Glacier Badge, until you get until Secret Potion. You don't have to do it immediately right now. I think it's just yeah. So far the biggest difference though is we haven't had to do any radio tower. Looks like we have just a small hiccup on Autolay's
Oh
end.
no, the rival crashed the stream.
Oh no!
Oh no, Drill Peck destroyed Snoop's life. Okay, well.
Perfect timing then. Okay, we're in time for the moo. I don't know if there's any other items we got, but we'll check shortly.
I don't think. Well, I don't think you would have had time to check anything else. Cause
it would have had.
He'd have just fought the trainer before
Yeah.
checking those items.
Yeah.
So we won't have missed anything.
We're safe. We're safe. We'll go back to Autolay music since he is slightly ahead right now in terms of the progression. Although Snoop has that one ace in the hole over him though, in terms of the Boulder badge.
Yeah.
And so we don't know when Autolay is going to go back for that.
Yeah, Oddlay's the one showing us the new checks at the moment, though.
I do like to switch the audio to the new checks.
Yeah, it's helpful for us too, because if we hear the jingle, we're like, oh, look at that, a new item.
Yeah. It's so weird to me. No Rock Smash at all. It's just like, oh my gosh.
No Rock Smash, no Surf, North Johto access on Route 4. Like, it's been a bit of an interesting one so far. Logic-wise.
I would not have it any other way. It's been glorious. And then we get to have your favorite part, where you get to show your mastery of the cries.
Oh,
see, I am still a novice in that. Oh, but I thought you love it.
I do love it. I do love it. It is true.
See, I have like maybe a 50% accuracy. You over here have like 99 or something like that.
Let's see what we got this time.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's like a Paris.
That's Mewtwo. I'm pretty sure that's Mewtwo.
Either way, it's Ho-Oh and not Ho-Oh, so Hoothoot, Magneton.
Yeah.
Magneton.
Yeah.
I don't know, it sounded like pretty bait to me.
I think that's Mewtwo.
It's quite possible. It's... See, the question is it bait or is it not? And either way, Oddlay is not gonna go check for it.
Yeah, I mean, even if it is, okay, well, Surf is right there anyway, so that's just made our Blastoise way better.
Yep. Oh, he's not gonna go check the Route 37 items quite yet. He's gonna go there with Charlie, but SS ticket here. But boy, that's quite a late surf for us. That, although it feels late, it's only an hour in. I'm just saying. That opens up everything now. Oh man.
Yeah, it feels like we've done a fair bit before getting Surf, but
yeah,
just admiring the
trees.
trees. Yes, we can see them, Oddlay. But come on, get on with it. Goodness me, this guy.
Wow, no love for the rando only things.
Look, I saw the trees. All right, you didn't.
You're not even admiring the trees. Garth,
I can
tree hater.
Yeah,
right?
Tree hater confirmed. That's right. look, I only need like a second to admire the trees. All right, it's fine.
Just 1 second before you go to chop them down.
I'm the kind of guy who like sees a sunrise, like is like, ha, neat, and then look away a second later. That's me.
Oof. No love of nature. could say that's quite unnatural.
No, there was actually a really nice rainbow while I was working at the preschool, and it was really nice because we were like, I would say to the children like, look, there's a really cool rainbow over there, and it was very nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, meanwhile, the other day when I was looking up, all I saw was smoke from a fire.
Oh.
Unfortunately, neighborhood hangar by my place burned down.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was wooded and everything, so the firefighters kind of just let it burn. Although there's been lots of warnings with, some of the chemicals that were in the stuff because it was built in around World War II. So there's things like benzene and asbestos that they were detecting.
Today we got onto asbestos from whatever we were talking about. Oh jeez, wow, how conversations go sometimes.
Sorry. Although I definitely just doxed myself though, because if you know where it is, I just.
Oh, it's near an airport. Whoa.
Ah, yes, our fishing rod main. Perfect. We can switch to a level 40.
Yeah, I mean, we did pass up on the level 40 Mewtwo, so I feel like I'm always surprised that fishing main switches are not more common than they are in these tournaments. We just tend to get them too late.
Yeah, we've had a couple main switches, but they're usually too late to make a difference. And even if you're doing that, you end up memeing out anyways, because most of the time you don't even know what the different fishing groups are, like which places have different fishing groups, because things make a lot of sense in Crystal.
Yeah, unless you have a lift, it's pretty tough to be like.
I think I only know generally the early game ones. I only know like the early game ones with the occasional rare one, like Lake of Rage is unique in the sense that it's Lake of Rage, but it's also fuchsia fishing. Yes, no, it's actually with fuchsia. It shares it with fuchsia.
I know.
That you're gonna go over to the pond by the store and fish.
Sure. I know of the early ones, Cherry Grove is different and Dark Cave is different, but I think
Dark Cave shares with Union Cave and some of the other caves. Cherry Grove is separate, and then the early routes share like Alph.
Yeah, they're all the same. Alph, Violet, 3031. Yeah.
Because it's just the different categories. We have the card key there. No Morty needed. Unless he has an item. But anyways, there's the surf for Snoop. As he's right on Oddlay's tail. Honestly, they're only. I mean, he's caught up, with the exception of right now having the card key, but he'll shortly get the card key.
Yeah, but I mean, he has the boulder badge, so. I mean, depending on. I mean. It obviously depends on how deep you have to go for these other items, but I mean, it's looking pretty good for Snoop right now if you got that boulder badge position.
And remember, he's gonna pick up the card key, and remember, he's already done False Director. So there's only 3 fights left for him to do in the radio tower. If anything, might see him do the radio tower, finish that up, and then go to Tin Tower. Because that would be the most lucrative play for him. Look. Morty's just a scam, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. He's always a scam.
I mean, in Crazy, he seems to be a bit of a scam this stage. What is he, like 20% or so required this stage? Maybe a bit higher than that.
Take a look. 30%. 30.
Oh, so it's gone up since I
haven't
like
been
down
able
to 20%
to watch.
before.
I haven't been able to watch many of these matches, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a little bit up. Although in the stage 1, he was actually, after the blazing hot start, he was only 48% required.
Okay.
So It was just the early rounds really colored how people's expectations were. So I thought it was a lot higher.
50-50 it was.
Yeah, it was way over 50-50 for a while, and I was like, "There's no way." So I guess, but because I've been doing these for so long, and I'm like, it's not always that required. And
there was one round where Morty required was like down at 30-something% in stage 1, I think. Like a few of them were like over 60, and then one round was like down at 30-something, and it was.
Yeah, one round. Round 3 was 64% required. Round 4 was 35%.
Ah, jeez.
And that's when I started losing. See, as soon as he stopped being the dominant play, I started losing. You see, that was.
That's it. Was Morty required in your in the race where you went out this tournament or not?
I'd have to go check the results. No.
Okay.
He was not required. But
there you go.
You know,
that's it. You know, when he became not required, that's when it all went south for you. Definitive proof.
Yes, we did have a round where someone defeated Morty twice. I think I was commentating that match and it hurt my soul. We've also had several times where people have been kicked out of the gym. But yeah, we have Oddly going into the radio tower right now. So that's very... as if to try to prove my point that our runners would rather do the radio tower.
Yep, he's not interested in Morty. He can open his Tin Tower access this way rather than beating Morty. So that's what he's doing.
But yes, this is all exciting. We should. I do appreciate the tangents, though. I apologize.
Oh, it's fun. We're still talking about that.
I didn't even realize that the Ammonite was the shiny. I've been just kind of glazed over. I haven't heard any jingles, so. Yeah. So I'm not surprised that they're putting off the Mahogany Rockets though right now. It's just. It just doesn't feel good to do them. Like, yes, they're one of the highest dense checks that they can do, but it just takes so long.
Yeah.
Snoep doesn't have any room for elixirs. I hope he has max elixirs because there's a lot of elixirs in the pool. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't have any room for it. Well, we can't get to Claire yet. And it's, 3 items for your Whirlpool now. So yeah, Snoop doing all these small checks that Oddly had already done. So, although Snoop is going to do the Flash Chamber, which is new to us.
No, we've seen it. There wasn't anything here.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, Oddlay's checked this one.
Oh, that's right.
Checked this already.
Oh yeah, my bad. But yeah, we've been kind of, I don't know, it's been really dragging out where we're getting a few checks here and there, but it's not like
It's been trickling in a bit. We got Surf and Accuracy, we got Card Key and Mount Morty, you know,
right.
we're getting drip fed them here and there.
Although, to be fair, we do have 12 badges. Or, sorry, 13 badges in terms of
13 badges, yeah.
So we got only 3 badges left. Yep, and Snoop is right here. So, you know, right there, he's immediately sort of catching up. Just 2 fights behind, or just the small fights behind. But yeah, now you kind of see, although Blastoise has Surf, it's starting to course, bleed out some of the time from these tougher fights. We'll see if oddlay just opts to do the false direct or not. I would think he probably might skip it. Because it's a long check and you have so many other checks to do. That's the one thing about Crazy is that you're really more incentivized to pick and choose the checks you do. Whereas Extreme, you kind of need to kind of be full clearing things. With Crazy, you just want to skip around. Get the quick things and then go.
He does indeed skip it for the time being. Not too bad to go back. We do have bike indoors now, so. But I mean, if he's leaving that for now, you know, that's just a bit of an indication that he's going to be pushing like checks like that, checks like Surge, which we know has a badge, to the back of his mind.
I mean, in terms of time, although we know Surge has a badge, I mean, the chances are that the one-offs don't really have very much. I mean, so,
it only takes one, though. It only takes one.
It does only take one, although we do have the boat checks that are available too.
Yep, we can do that as well.
You know, he might be more willing to do Surge along with the boat checks, because although we did the main item there's the 2 in the ports.
We'll see. I mean, he didn't do soft sand girls when he got those items over there. So
I mean,
in my mind, that kind of makes it seem likely that he's just not going to do those checks until much later.
No, he's not going to do them until much later. And so in this case, it is going to backfire in the case of Surge. But we never know. So
yeah, I mean, it'll depend. Like I say, it'll depend.
I mean, it's not
how
a
deep into the item pool these badges are.
I mean, these badges are all kind of Kanto things, so they're the Kanto badges. They don't unlock any further things, so you can get it whenever you need to get it. Snoop, of course, doing the boat. Yeah. Let's switch the audio to the boat. And then Psych. Oh, caught the very end of it.
I still think it was Mewtwo, but we'll probably never see it anyway.
I mean, you were probably right. I am not much of a pressing nose. Sorry, folks. I was going to do the boat, but then I realized we had the Robert cries again.
We've heard them once, you know.
We'll get the other boat though. I promise.
Don't hear much of the boat theme, do you?
Well, I mean, we already heard it though once though, because of oddlay and everything. But yeah, I at least paid my respects. Oh!
We're just going back and forth, huh? There's the basement key. Back to Goldenrod after this. Most likely.
Yeah, this is the. I mean, this was play. This only makes me wonder because they've both put off Morty for a long time. You never know.
These are the kind of seeds where Morty will just be like, hey, actually, I have the last badge, you know?
Honestly, I could see him having two badges just to spite me. Be like, ha ha ha, Snowbear's commentating. Ha ha ha.
Never mind, there's one.
Oh, there's one.
Okay.
Okay, so we're saying that it's just gonna be on Morty. It's just the last 2 on Morty. That'll be it. I don't know what I'm doing to myself.
Yeah, no mode. We know the last 2 are on Morty.
See, look, I already had my one super psychic moment in the tournament, and that was telling the runners, hey, by the way, Flash is probably on that house on Route 28. I didn't actually, because I didn't generate the logs with these, but because of how the output thing was, they were able to regenerate it, and I still cannot believe that that was actually a thing.
The god of Sinnoh, Tentacruel, is up on the top of Tin Tower.
I mean, sounds about right. I mean, there's Gen 4, right? You can run these from Gen 4.
You can, yeah.
It's just a preview. Worship me, he says. Teaching sleep powder. Oh, thinking about it, opting not to. Yeah, I think it's a little too early to teach sleep powder. Well, he's probably just trying to remind himself about that.
Yeah, like, is there a good move here? Maybe Thunderbolt is on this tutor, right?
I mean, we've already missed the Thunderbolt on the TM. I don't.
Maybe it's down here in the basement. Who knows?
It could be. I mean, there is one copy out there. Because normally you get Rain Dance from the TM in Slowpoke Well. TM 18 is normally Rain Dance. Oh my gosh, Snoop getting an encounter here. Oh, not repelling.
Wasn't the encounter we got on the route east of Fuchsia a Kabuto as well, and then we get Kabutops here?
Yeah. So you should have totally taken me back then. Oh, there's a secret potion, alright.
Okay.
Putting off the lighthouse seeming to work out. Oh, Cascade Badge! Ooh.
Oh, that coming thick and fast.
Oh boy, so, I mean, Snoop is on this path, so I'm just gonna have to hope that he's just... I don't know, I'm a little bit worried about oddlay right now.
They're coming very fast, these badges, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the thing is that
the sooner the volcano badge pops up, the better it is for Snoop.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that Snoop is right on his tail. It's sort of like a ticking clock at this point. Oof, Waka, that's just rude. Swag, the swag item in silver is gonna be T-Bolt.
Sure, why not?
Alright, we're doing the lighthouse here. Yeah, there's gonna be some, I mean, I think in Oddlay's play, I mean, Oddlay doesn't know that the badge is obviously on Surge, but Oddlay's gonna be playing as if he's doing ahead, and honestly, he's gonna be playing optionally because you don't start doing those odd checks until you have one badge left, you know what I mean? And in this case, unfortunately, by the time if he ever does do that, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah, assuming that Snoop keeps following what Oddlay's doing. But
Which
it seems likely. I mean, it's you know, yeah,
I mean,
we're
the
just
next
going to the
spot
dense
that
areas
are
at the
most likely
moment.
going to be Mahogany Rockets, which they've already got all the cut items, so there's no reason not to full clear Mahogany Rockets now. Generally, the one reason why we don't want to do the so-called boomers is because it spawns a trainer, the cool trainer, that it's one extra fight there that blocks 2 items. But it's also just so much slower. But in this case, it's just gonna be our most dense checks now after the basement now. So I don't know when Oddlay's gonna ever do Surge. It's not a check that, you know, calls out to me.
Well, I mean, I suppose if we don't get any more items that open up the rest of the world to us, and the volcano badge is like on an annoying check like Blaine or Blue or
E4.
something, then or E4, then that could be a way back for Oddlay. It's just so hard to say right now. We just have no idea where this last badge is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not writing out oddlay. He's still
Oh yeah.
been sort of in the progress. He's sort of had the progress advantage. So don't count me out on that. But you know.
But I can't see either of these two mains really struggling on red, especially not if we go back.
No,
and teach
not the.
Ladder.
Well, I was a little skeptical on the Mew, but since we've had to go through all the cancer checks anyways, it's been doing okay. And yeah, Blastoise is rated B tier because it's a bulky water type, so you can't really go wrong with that. Garf, he did that to spite
he
you.
from the left.
Very good. Oh, and there's a Cleffa.
And there's a Cleffa too.
Alright, so Snoop is gonna check here. Is he gonna do Soft Sand Girls? Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
He's like, no, I got my one check out there. I got my one advantage check out there. Thunder Punch. Okay, you know what? Thunder Punch is better than Spark.
Yeah,
it's not the Thunderbolt, but it is very much an upgrade that is going to help him a lot.
It's 10 more power, sure, why not?
It makes a difference with when you have low special attack. Any little bit helps. Also, this yellow palette is really disgusting me. So Alday's gonna go do the surf check that he wasn't able to do before in the other one. Tim, 19 Sandstorm. Oh wait, was that Trickums?
Oh really?
Oh my gosh. I still have a bounty out for
happened.
I still have a bounty out for Cleffa Trickums. I haven't seen it all tournament. There's only a few trainers that can do Cleffa. But someone has to clip that, definitely. Trickums having a Cleffa. Or that would be a good time to do it. Since Snoep is gonna be right there too. Someone needs to tag him on it.
Probably reconsidering going to Tojo. Probably like, wait a minute, what if Waterfall is in Union Cave? You never know.
Yep.
Well, actually, he doesn't really need to go take the Waterfall, I suppose, because he's already gotten the items on that side, hasn't he?
Well, for which one? Sorry. Oh.
The only one he doesn't have is the Whirlpool item, right?
Well, no, he doesn't have, because they didn't have Surf. He couldn't get the item in the house.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to fight.
He also couldn't get the other.
You actually have to surf there, don't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you actually have to surf there. How do you do this item? Well, that's how do you learn it? Well, a lot of it is just gonna be experience. There's also we have a few guides. Unfortunately, I haven't really set up too many guides. But if you are indeed looking to get into this, we do have the Discord here that can provide you with the resources, and there are more than plenty of people who can provide it some help.
Trencher has a pretty decent guide for like both item rando and bingos. So yeah, so that,
I mean, the Trencher had the kind of the compilation of a lot of the other works, but yeah. Oh, there's the Squirt Ball only now.
Yep. Does open up one more check and give us Rock Smash access for even more checks.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like, you know, if you like these races, you probably will pick up quite a lot from just watching the tournament races back. To be honest.
Oh, a lot of it also comes from experience, like just.
Yeah,
taking a second to admire the tree one more time.
I mean, you'll be able to see, like, especially there's a lot of things that you might not, you know, a lot of subtle things you might not think to do casually, and you like watch the runners and they're like, oh, that's a good idea. I can incorporate that kind of thing.
Trencher's got. Did I not link Trencher's? Is it not?
I thought that was.
It might have been in important. It might be in the important.
I
It
know
might
there's
be
a lot. There's a lot
resources.
of there's a fair few resources out there. I'm not. I thought the trench one was also in the
I don't think
Rando
it's
Discord, but I
in.
could be
I
wrong.
don't. We don't, but we could post
okay.
it in there. I mean, Treasha's stuff is very good. Obviously, Treasure did a lot of work as well as being in the tournament, but did a lot of work in terms of collecting resources and even adding his own. So that's still very good. We do. I don't want to play down Trencha because Trencha did a lot too. It wasn't just collecting of all of our knowledge. We do have so much. It is eventually one of my projects that I've had on my to-do list bucket. Although I guess now that I've kind of semi-retired, I suppose that's something I could do. It's a lot of work. I have to actually stop playing other games though too.
So many games, so little time.
Exactly. Oh, no, absolutely. Please do pick it up, and we are more than happy to help. I mean, we can also link the Trenches guide as well. I think it's not a problem to do. I think it's just a matter of having everything collected, because it's kind of spread out between a couple of Discords now and a couple of channels, and it's just... I posted a lot of them for the tournament, but clearly there's a lot more to go. So, the one thing that's on their players' good side right now is that they have neither Strike nor Whirlpool. And hopefully they don't need to find it, because they're really one badge off from no mode. And so it's not that many items that are more, as long as we don't get Strength or Whirlpool. Because both of those do open up a lot more checks. Also, Waterfall opens up a lot of checks too. You know, it's just...
Although they're all in one place, to be fair. But,
well,
a lot of checks, nonetheless.
Technically, I mean, it is an alternative way to get the ones in your Tojo Fault. But you're right. It is not required in those areas because we can access it from Victory Road.
Yeah, with Rock Smash, oddly, it's going to go into the Signwood, check this item, and then check the Rock Smash items here. Can't do the Chuck items because we don't have Strength yet. But,
Nope.
We'll see if these turn up anything. Nope. Okay.
Alright. Alright, so... we're returning.
Oh, is it multi-time, maybe? Probably.
No, he's returning for this one item.
You just don't want it to be multi-time, do you?
Well, I mean, if he's gonna do it, he's most likely gonna do Mahawking Rockets. Remember, we
Come
still
on,
haven't...
you're already here. Just do multi. You know you want
Maybe we
to.
could also do Kimono Girls, too.
Okay, he doesn't want to.
No, he's doing the Rock Smash checks, which, understandable.
Okay, fine.
We got the one item that we were talking about before now, too.
We can smash that rock in Mount Moon and get this item legitimately.
There's no reason to worry about interrupting the race. Please, this tournament broadcast is to help, not just to watch these races, but to help enjoy and spread the knowledge. And if we can have more the merrier doing these races, honestly, right, Garth?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean we've seen from this tournament alone, like we've mentioned earlier, we have 3 out of the 4 people in the semis are people who we haven't seen in a tournament before. So you know, it's been great to see all
Oh
this
my
new blood.
gosh!
And there's the volcano badge.
No! Oh my gosh!
How long is it going to be before Snoop
Oh,
goes to check
no.
that? He has Rock Smash.
Boomer's not
so
required. Morty not required. Oh my god.
Snoop has Rock Smash. You can't.
Gosh.
You'd have to imagine it won't be too long before he goes over here. So
big
advantage for Snoop now.
That's huge. Oh man, this is. Oh, he's doing the Rock Smash checks all right now.
Yep.
I mean, the time is ticking. You know, it's kind of interesting to me that we could have actually finished the seat had we allowed the rocks, the getting of that item early.
Had we allowed cheating?
Cheating. Had we allowed, yes, cheating, but had we allowed taking advantage of bugs in the randomizer or the speed choice ROM could have been done sooner. Also, Invisible Rival.
Well, a
Thank
bit
you for
sooner.
showing it off.
We still have to go into Tin Tower for the Rainbow Badge, and
the basement key.
Yeah, the
for the
basement key for the
basement.
Cascade Badge. Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how this logic is all presenting out. So,
I'm glad that if it does go like the way this race seems to be going, and Snoop takes it because of him doing Surge, because of him doing Surge when he did, I am glad that this is a best 1 of 3, because this would be a nasty way to go out of the tournament.
I mean, you know,
although this is what we sign up for, I guess, doing these races.
I mean, we had the Swiss stages, right? I mean, we had the multiple things. I mean, it's a little bit different format, but I mean, if we had everything being best of 3s, it would just drag out. Also, some of the beauty of how we have our newer runners here, or not newer, just it is best of 1s, right? So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of fun to best of 3s, but I'm with you that this is definitely going to be a better match because it is a best of 3. You know, when we get to the high quality things, we want to really showcase our runners rather than just being, who gets the luckiest, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some element of that in these races, but it's nice to have, really.
No, Snoop.
Really test these guys. Oh, Snoop is okay. Interesting. So Snoop is actually doing Mahogany Rockets before finishing off the Rock Smash checks. So this gives oddlay a little more time to go back and do Surge. Although I doubt it. I
think this is just dragging out.
It's very doubtful oddlay is going to do that before going into Mahogany Rockets. But you said it yourself. With one item left, you never know if he's gonna if he feels like he's gonna if he feels like he might just do some of these one-off checks here and there, just with that one item left, just being like I would hate to lose to not having done this not too bad but kind of annoying check.
Well, it's kind of trying to. It's kind of more like, I think. No, he's flying around. No, to me, it's more like.
Okay.
No, he's gonna get this one item here in Celadon, the Berserk Gene check. But I think it's more like when you get down to the one last badge, and you think you're in a position where either you're either behind, you think you might be behind or you might be ahead. Either way, when you get down to these last few checks, that's the time to really start trying to almost out metagame your opponent, kind of. Because then it's like, well, if I, cover my bases, like for example, if you're behind, you do the checks because, oh gosh, I'm behind in this, and I need something to get out of the, just to get out. But if you're ahead, sometimes you want to kind of be like, cover your bases. You're like, well, I don't want to lose to that one-to-one random odd play. But unfortunately, in this case, I think it's a reasonable check from both of their sides because there are just so many items here. It's just unfortunate that none of it's required.
Yeah, and like, and it's been brought up that what if strength is down here? That could just send us down another rabbit hole altogether.
Oh, it's most likely something progression-wise is here. I don't see Snoop going back for Mount Moon anytime soon. I don't see oddlay going back for Surge either.
This is a weird situation where it could just be like we could be twiddling our thumbs here for another half an hour or so, being like, all right, when are we gonna get through all these checks that we don't have anything? Just to be.
I mean, honestly, this is the part where, because we were in no mode, it's actually a decently early time because of such a. I mean, it feels like a long time, but considering we got surf at around the hour, a little bit after the hour mark, right? There's just. I don't know, folks. This is just hard. I mean, it's hard for me to tell because it's just the unfortunate part is that literally we have 3 axis things that we don't. that are totally not needed. Whirlpool not needed. Strength not needed. Waterfall not needed.
Yeah.
Those 3 HMs provide you with so much of the map access, and honestly, for both of their sakes, I hope they can't get that anytime soon. Just mostly because I want the match to be done.
Hey, that's
There's the Thunderbolt. So, they could have just gone this whole time without a Thunderbolt TM.
Yeah.
Does this count as a swag item?
So the only item we got, key item we got in here so far is the silver wing, which not.
I mean, it's not going to help at this point.
Not going to be, not going to be relevant here. I don't think we'll be seeing level 60 from either runner.
Muse at this point high enough. Level 50 is generally the lowest level that I'd consider fighting Red about with the legendary, but just low to mid 50s is when I feel comfortable fighting Red about, so I wouldn't feel the pressure to have to grab the 60. Oh man, this is just it hurts. It hurts me, my soul, Garf. I haven't commentated in a long time.
Don't worry about
hurting.
it. The hideout has not given us one of those, one of those, you know, one of those HMs that gates off those big areas yet. So, so that's good. That's good for us. That's so far it's bait, but it could be worse.
Alright, so we're teaching Thunderbolt. We finally got it. Oh, he's skipping! He's skipping!
Okay. He's doing the...
He's skipping!
Yep, he's...
He's not even doing the Murkrow check. He's just totally
full
skipping.
ERC skip, and he's fighting Blaine. Okay, well, if he's doing this now...
I like this.
If he's doing this now, then yeah. Surge,
yeah, no, he might do Surge sooner.
Probably a bit, yeah. Probably a bit more, a bit more likely for him to do.
Did he oopsie skip the? I mean, he didn't. I don't think he fought the computer trainer as well. He's just literally he's done the full ERC skip. That's skipping both password rockets and the Murkrow thing. I'm not an advocate of the full ERC skip. What I'll do is I'll do the reasonable ERC skip, which is at least talk to the Murkrow so that you don't. So that when you go back, you can just go back to the electrodes instead of having to go all the way back down to the Murkrow.
I mean, from Oddlay's point of view, there's a lot of the map that could have the last badge, and it is only 4 items behind there, and it is a bit of a time investment. So
absolutely, that's why we have that.
With only the 1 badge left, it does make sense for him to make the play he's making, and assuming he commits to it. It will pay off.
I hope he commits. So yeah, if he commits.
But it's hard to commit to that as a racer. Like we've seen it before. People have been like, people have skipped it for a bit, and then the more the race has gone on, they get more antsy, and it's just like, oh, I feel like this was a terrible mistake. They go back,
Exactly.
It's tough to do.
Yeah, this is just really tough. Like, oh man. So he's gonna go fight Blue. Mm-hmm. There's no way. He's doing early E4, is he? Oh, please.
He won't. I don't think he'll do that before Surge. Absolutely not.
I mean, these are quick checks, and this is how Oddlay's gone here because, some might call it luck, some might, call it, whatever. But this is skills. When you're in the matches, you gotta learn to take gambles, and sometimes. You just bank on your gamble. Just take it. So the price is absolutely wrong today.
Okay. No big bait though from Price at least. We still have the 1 item in the Route 43 gatehouse. Let's see if that's anything that will lead us astray, or whether Snoep will be pushed in the. Okay, it's a red candy. That's all right. That's fine.
And we've already checked towards the other. We've already checked Route 44 and Ice Path. Those don't have items.
Checked those. Snoep hasn't seen them yet, but
Right. So we know that
we know they're not bait anyway.
Yeah, so this is gonna be this is just hype though. Although you're earthquaking and tangle it, that doesn't do so well. Candy though helps. Every bit helps.
I mean, we'll take it. There's a
He's
million.
doing. Is this the play? Is
he
this
gonna?
when we enter?
Yeah, I feel like he's going to do this before going to
Yes,
do the.
yes. This is what I was
checks.
saying. This is what I was saying. Yes, he's doing it. We're gonna be finishing soon, Garf.
Looks like it.
I feel like I've already cursed. I feel like I've already cursed this, but
Nah, I mean,
this is huge.
yeah, this is. Oh, I mean, it was looking bad for him, but yeah, Snoop just did not check that Mount Moon Rock Smash item. He's been doing other checks instead, and
this is what we were saying with oddlay, is that we were a little concerned, but with that out of the way route 4 check, I mean, and the Mount Moon check, it's out of the way. I mean, yeah, both of you had to do it, but to go back to that, ooh, gross, right?
yeah.
But it's not. Snoop is not quite out yet. He can still do it. I don't see him immediately going there, but no, he's gonna go to Cyanwood first. But he could, if he's looking for those checks, he could be going there soon.
Probably will be going there soon if he's doing this now.
So this is gonna be close. This match is gonna be really close. All right, folks.
Boulder badge.
There's our Boulder badge.
We are in go mode.
We are.
Oh, we have Sing. There you go. That's fine. We don't even have to go back to teach Sleep Powder. Because with one X-Hack, we can't miss any of our moves, so that is good enough.
Oh, did he already have a sleep move?
Yeah, he had the Sing TM.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough, yes. Yeah, this is a good match. This is why you can't count it out until whatever. This is exactly why.
Yeah, looks like first Snoop is going to be going into the power plant without the machine part. So yeah, this likely will seal it for him. I don't really see Blastoise losing to.
No, this is
anything that
too much of a lead right now.
I mean, we all we have to do is survive an attack, pretty much.
Literally, I mean, as long as this.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I guess we, if we could like survive an attack and then miss Sing or something, if we need to do that turn 1. But I mean,
you never know. I've had it where I remember one race. It was me, Prism, and a bunch of the guys versus Monty, and Monty was on red for a good 40 minutes, and in that time, both Prism and I were able to finish ahead of him.
Jeez.
And Monty was on red. This was just red fight. I mean, that was a look with I ended up just catching something in Mount Silver. It was a Houndoom that was perfectly countered red stuff, but it was like a Sunflora with like Petal Dance or something that was just wrecking him. And you never know, but there's also Metrodome, Guillotine. You never know, but it's looking pretty likely.
Westar is pretty strong, but it is also pretty slow, so we should be able to just sing this immediately. Oh. And it's just using Shadow Ball. So
and here comes the Volcano badge from Snoop. But I think it's too little too late. Unless the setup goes bad. Oh,
Snore! Wow, okay.
Snore! I mean, luckily Snore doesn't do that much damage. Luckily.
That's pretty funny, though.
Ah! Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So it almost advantages you not to put it to sleep afterwards. That's so funny. Oh.
He knew he'd wake up. The little cheater. Unbelievable.
Well, at this point, now he's going to do Snore, but he's not going to do Snore immediately. Oh, no. Does he know that he's going to be put in... Oh,
I think
you set him enough, I think.
He's got a sixth sense for this, does Red. But yeah, we're just healing up, and
I think it chooses Snore as soon as it can, but yeah, we're good now.
Yeah, Red's
Yeah,
evolving. He'll have sleep talk next and just...
I mean, before last tournament, it was all about the metronome guillotines. Now it's the sleep talk snore strats. Oh, also there was that safeguard too. Yes, I do remember the Red with safeguard as well. That was a fun one too. Too late.
Oh, there's that Zapdos. Yep. If it was a
It's
lead,
too
maybe, and had Thunderbolt, well, we probably...
Two
Okay,
Zapdoses.
okay.
Alright,
He
we got our
tried. Just
level
needed to
60. He tried.
He just
But
needed to shuffle
hey,
his
there
team
we
order a
go. And time.
bit. That is it.
GG Oddlay.
Oddlay takes him in a time of 1:59.36. Sub 2.
Yep.
Very nice.
Sub 2. Yeah, one. Yep. GG. And I even got the level this time. Snowbear has learned 62.
There you go.
GG. Ah. So Snoep is going to be finishing it as probably going to be finishing it out. We may not be joined by him because it's around the 2-hour mark.
Nah, he will. He'll probably have time.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, great TVs. Nice TVs on that Blastoise.
Oh yeah, solid.
Definitely.
Solid one. Solid Blastoise.
Yeah, very good. Got a lot of special. No, speed. Never mind. Speed, static speed as well to cover a little bit for our.
Oh yeah, it must have been.
DV.
It must have taught given like a Carbos or something, because that's a lot higher than the rest of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been close. You know, Oddlay, he had sort of the lead going in, and it looked like there was a point where Snoep would have been sniping him, but Oddlay just goes to the right places first, and just kind of took the match.
This Omastar should be a little bit more danger for Mew once it wakes up, because yeah, it does have bite, and it's got a lot of special attacks, so yep, that does a lot to us.
No.
But we only have to set up a little bit to be able to take that out.
Break. Oddlay had the celebratory post-run break. Post-run closet.
I see. That's what gave him the power to finish this race. The motivation.
Yes, exactly. Oddlay is able to just take it through. Where's the invite?
I can give you. Actually, your one didn't work, did it? So I can give you mine.
Well, yeah. But I should probably be able to do the Discord invite. Copy the link for Oddlay because he needs the other one. It's probably expired for his sake, but I can just. Yep. There you go. I have a link to it. GG, Oddlay.
GG. Hey, talking about them all evil, man, evil.
we got a little bit worried for you because we knew that Snoep had done Surge a little bit before you, but wow, you just went back to that Route 4 so quick. Just the Mount Moon, going back to that, but you were in the lead pretty much the entire time. It was just a very solid lead, few minutes, and you just closed it out. Well done.
Well done, GG. Did you all see that seed? Did you all see that? I hope everyone saw that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah, we got a little bit nervous for you guys because you guys didn't know mode. Still, no strength, no Whirlpool, no waterfall.
Yeah, we were like, are we going to be here for another half an hour if they're going to get strength in the hideout, But
oh, Snoep was right there.
He was right there. Yeah, he just took him a little bit longer to go to Mount Moon, but he is done now. Snoep finishing in a time of 2:03.21.
GG. A nice volcano badge location.
Yeah, volcano badge. But,
Jerks.
I mean, you just got to make sure to go back to that. But wow,
double dipping Mount Moon. That's yep.
Oh,
it's the first for me.
Route 4 ticket progress.
Blastoise win. That's always a good one to see.
Is that the second or third one I've used now?
It's not been that common.
It's my tournament buddy. These bulky waters are my tournament buddies.
Yep. So
They're
Blastoise getting a win over the Mew.
starter Mew. Yeah, once it learns Psychic, off it goes.
Yeah,
Just,
I mean it was definitely a little bit dicey though once you guys were doing the had to go towards the Kanto leader stuff because what happened is that he did false director while you were doing the Kanto gyms because you had the level advantage.
Yeah, it looked like Snoop was banking on not
Alright.
needing to do any of those Kanto fights, hoping to get that North Johto access before having to do that. But he did force his way through with a Mew and did lose a little time to your Blastoise as a result. Very nice that you
Yeah.
found the Squirtle first encounter though.
Yeah, that was
that-
very good.
Very, very nice, and I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'll take it every time.
Yeah.
But
We were a little bit worried that you didn't check the sellout on TMs because we saw there was a T-Bolt there, and we were like, well, it's out there in the world. You may not get it because that would have been a huge upgrade for your fights for a while. But you found T-Bolt before the end, so
yeah,
it all paid
You know-
out.
sold on Mart.
Yeah, I mean, it
I
would've
go
been
there
nice,
if I'm
but
doing their cycling road
it's-
mains.
As,
Generally.
took
as
us a
long there was already Sing, so really I'll go there if to look for a sleep move. That's usually about it, unless I'm like really unhappy with my moveset. But I usually don't go to Seldon
Yep.
Mart personally. Everyone does things a little different.
Absolutely, but that's why you're here and I'm not. So
Nah.
David, you
I-
had enough stuff at that point, like
Yeah.
cover for your weaknesses, because like you had
yeah,
Spark,
Icy
Earthquake,
Wind.
and then you had Icy Wind to cover those grass types, and then it took us a
Yeah.
little bit to get Surf, but you generally get it before too long, so
Mhm.
and we got it in
Oh my
Equity, so
gosh.
that was okay. But
Uh.
but yeah, North Johto access in on Route 4.
No, if Route 4
Uh,
is nothing, I was gonna start checking key items and stuff. I thought it's one of those seeds that makes you stress that you forgot something. That's just how.
I mean, you did skip false
Down to
director,
it.
but that wasn't intentional, and also soft sound growth.
Yeah, I skipped a couple of things, which is a little bit of a risk. I would have had to start looping back and doing them now if Surge Boat wasn't anything.
Yeah, I mean, pretty big for you to do ERC skip like when late on when you
Fully
did.
RC, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I really, really don't like it.
It's yeah. I think a lot of runners are like, if when they do it, they're like, after a while they're like, no, I got to go back there. I don't want to. There's something there, right? I've made a horrible mistake, but
I feel
but
awful every time I do it. I'm just like, oh.
it probably made the difference for you looking at this time difference.
Yeah, less than 4 minutes. It's about how long it takes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was Volcano. So Volcano Badge was the last for Snoop.
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, he was doing some of the rock smash checks, but yeah, then he got diverted a bit. So yeah, it took him a little bit to go back
Oh.
there.
I don't know what insane troll logic led to Squirt Bottle and Rock Smash, but once it did, I'm like, I'm just going to do all Rock Smash right now, all of it.
And I think that
lean
was the
on
right
heavy.
call, honestly, with such a long time. So, very good. And it paid off for you. It was one thing. We were like, if it wasn't for the tournament rule, you guys would have been able to pick up that item without Rock Smash, and you would have been in go mode so much shorter.
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Just because it was such a late Rock Smash. Rock Smash wasn't out there in the wild somewhere. No.
Yeah,
no?
we didn't see it.
Never
We
saw
didn't
it.
see it.
Never saw
Exactly.
it. Never saw Strength. Never saw Whirlpool. Never saw Waterfall.
I mean, thank goodness in the end that we didn't see any of those.
Yeah.
like-
I was hoping Snoop would fall into a Strength Whirlpool Waterfall sized trap, but
It was
Well,
nowhere to
turned
be
out
found.
absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see like Morty or the Kimono Girls. They could have just led us astray for all we know. I don't know.
I was
Something like
joking when
that.
you picked up when there was 3 badges away from no mode, and then I was joking, and as I was joking, you picked up the badge in Tin Tower. I'm like, yes, Morty's got the last 2 badges. But no, luckily Morty not required. It's just such a strange thing. Morty not required. Boomer's not required. E4 not required. It almost seemed like it was going to drag on for longer, but luckily, both of you were kind of able to get it done.
Cut
Sorry,
lock storm badge. Also, thank you for that.
I'm sure
Hey,
we'll
you
make
had
up for
teleport.
those. I'm
True.
sure we'll make up for all those not being required in the next game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, next one will be 100%.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah,
It's good.
congratulations there, Oddlay, though. On
Yeah, unbelievable. I can't believe it. Once again, it's just, it's been a run. It's a run.
I mean, you're here. I mean, you were worried after I beat you in that first match. You're like, oh man. I'm like, no, you're gonna go far. We didn't meet up in the we didn't meet up in the brackets, but look at you. You're already here.
Yeah, no. After that, I was like, oh, okay. I'm just like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this whole deal. But yeah, I don't know. It took me a couple weeks to get going, but now things are going and everything's turning up oddly.
Exactly.
I really can't explain it. It's a lot of things.
Hey
coming
man,
my
you're
way.
a strong runner, and I told you in the first time you're a strong runner, and prove those doubters wrong.
Man,
But
look,
if you go the rest of the tournament undefeated, let it be known that I was the one who defeated you.
There you go. Yeah, Snowbad's the real winner here.
in the end, actually,
in the end, it all comes back to Snowbear, as do all things Crystal Rando.
It's the only reason we're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't be here without, of course, all the fellow guys, everyone who's done the tournament, and it's a little bit soon, but everyone who's done it, and also someone like Garf and Ergo and Trickums, and everyone else who's been around. So thank you so much. But
Yes,
yeah, we'll
thank
join you all at least for tomorrow, and hopefully you might need that third match scheduled. You kind of need to get, we'll see, but game 1 goes to Oddlay.
I think the people want game 3. The people want more.
Of course.
I don't know, we'll see.
I don't, but the people do.
We'll see. We're almost here, but congratulations on the game up. And we'll see you tomorrow. That's our next match, actually. For those who are wondering, that is our next match. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we are still going to wait on a potential Game 3 sign-up for you guys. And then we have just 3 more. We have 3 more those matches stuff scheduled with the other semifinal of Plot versus Main Lash. So we'll see how it's going.
Oh boy,
But
it's going down to it. Hey, thank you both for commentating.
Yeah, no
Well,
problem.
thank you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome commentators.
Oh.
Definitely.
I'm glad.
Aw.
I'm glad y'all
It's all Garf. He's carrying us through. But
not true at all.
but definitely this is a good time to check out our runners of both Garf and Snowpad, who wasn't able to join us at the interview today, but definitely check them both out. Do give them both a follow, and of course follow to Garf, who's there all the time here doing these. And then if you want, you can take a pity follow on me.
It's so
And
easy.
then-
Just do it.
And then if you want to see the Discord or whatever, or keep up with more information, here's our information right here. And we'll see you tomorrow. Be there or be square.
Bye bye.
GG. See y'all then.